What's up YouTube? I'm Josh Newlin. In this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 drills to improve your touch and ball control, and these ones will really challenge you. So guys, this is basically just a part 2 of the 3rd video I ever made on this channel. That one was also a touch ball control video. I made quite a few with drills like this. This one won't just work on your touch in the sense of, trapping the ball. It'll also include some dribbling, some opening your hips, some first time passes that are bouncing. Things like that will really overall improve your touch, your control of the ball, your comfort on the ball, and you can work on your technique in an intense way. All of these drills, you're gonna need some kind of wall, rebounder, or a partner even. And I do these drills myself, pretty much each of these at least about once a week. I go to the racquetball court, which you'll see in this video, almost every day for around 30 minutes. You just get a ton of touches in, work on that in addition to my team training and in addition to my workouts. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So this first drill here is pretty simple. Just toss the ball up, try to play a ball back on the ground with the inside of your foot back into the wall. When the ball comes back to you, just chip it up with your foot back into your hands so you can keep going. That way you're also working on a chipping motion with your foot in addition to the main focus of the drill. This one is definitely practical and pretty game realistic because there's a lot of situations in the game. The ball is bouncing or it's coming out of the air and you want to play it to someone else on the ground first time. So this will help you work on that. If you're a beginner, you could toss off the wall, let it bounce once, and then do this. If you want to challenge yourself more, you can toss it lower and harder off the wall to make it a little bit harder. And the key to this, as you see here, is to lean over it a little bit and then just put your foot down the back of the ball and with a little bit pressure down onto the ball so that it'll stay on the ground and not pop up. Hopefully you can see what I mean in slow motion here. Alright, so drill number 2, this is just a simple L-shaped pass and touch drill. Just 2 touches, 1 touch and pass. And the key is just to open up your hips, hit it with the inside of your foot, and then try and play that ball with the same foot you took a touch with and keep going. Another key to this is try to check your shoulder at least once before the ball comes to you, even though you know exactly where you're going to touch it and pass it. It's not game realistic at all if you're just keeping your head down the whole time. And if you don't check your shoulder before you get the ball, at least when you get the ball at your feet, peek your head up so you at least see where you're going to make that pass. Practice is where you have to make those good habits that you carry over to the game, and doing things like checking your shoulder, creating those good habits during these drills will make them a lot more effective. So this is just a variation of that same thing, just 1 touch this time, so a lot more challenging for your touch. It's going to be harder to keep checking your shoulder, but again, you want to try and make those good habits. And when you're doing this one, you just want to keep going for as long as you can while keeping that good technique, keeping the ball on the ground, keeping it smooth, and then over time get faster and faster. Alright guys, so before we get to the next drill, if you would please just smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you want to see more content like this. Post every Wednesday. Comment below which one is your favorite drill and also how you work on your touch on your own, what kind of rebounder or wall you use, and if you do similar drills to these. So thank you all for doing that. We'll get back into it. So for this 3rd drill, you're hitting off the wall, dribbling through some cones, and passing off another wall. If you only have 1 wall or rebounder, you just have to take the ball back to the start again each time. But for this, just open your hips up again. I try to take a little bit of a directional touch in between the cones each time I go, and then just do different dribbling patterns through the cones. Challenge yourself. Have some fun with it. Switch it up. As you can see, that one is kind of a weird pattern, but still good to work on using different parts of your feet. And I like this because it's more game realistic dribbling drill. Normally when you dribble, you take a touch, and then you have a second to make a quick move around someone, and you've got to react and dribble, take the ball somewhere as soon as you get a touch. So this is kind of replicating that. So this one is very good for working on that tight ball control in small spaces and taking those directional touches. Alright, so this is the fourth and final drill. This one is the best overall in my opinion. You just get just about everything in this drill. And I saw this from Stefan Mueller Performance. He has his own YouTube channel, so you should check that out. He's a professional player for Tormenta FC in USL League 1. And I saw this drill from him. Just really good overall. Work your touches in many different directions, as well as on both feet. It's just something that's so simple and so effective. And wait for it, guys. I hope you like this dummy right here. I mean, there's not much more you could ask for. You get touches front to the side, behind you, on both feet. Just overall, very effective, very practical drill. And just like the other ones, you should be checking your shoulders, peeking your head up. Be aware of where you are in this one as well. Alright, so I hope at least a few of these drills you haven't seen before you can incorporate into your own training. Most of these I came up with myself or saw a drill someone else did, modified it, or in the case of the last one, just copied it. And drills like these have immensely improved my touch, my ball control, my comfort on the ball, which is quite important. Being a center back, you're in a lot of high pressure situations when you have the ball at your feet. And I can tell you that doing drills like this have improved me so much just in the last year. I wanted to pick a variety of ones that will challenge your touch, ball control in different ways, but are all still at least somewhat game realistic and practical to do. I know I've had quite a few videos about your touch, ball control, or videos that aren't necessarily just about that, but some of the drills I've shown, a lot of them have been about your ball control, your touch, but something that's just so important no matter what position you play, even if you're a keeper. Your touch is very important. And even though you'd think, being a forward or a midfielder might be more important, I'm a center back. But when you think about it, I'm in very high stakes situations and the ball is at my feet. There's way more pressure on me if I have a bad touch than if I'm the forward and I have a bad touch. So no matter what position, you should be working on these kind of things. And just overall to become the best soccer football player, not just based on your position. You should be working on drills, shooting, passing, dribbling, touch, positioning, IQ. No matter what position you are, you should do all of those. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, you learned something. If you did, if you would please hit that like button, subscribe as well. I post videos every Wednesday. Like I said, I've done quite a few like this, and if you want to keep seeing more, let me know by hitting that like button, by commenting below as well. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you next Wednesday.